Hello, this is a Thursday lunchtime gaming talk. Unfortunately, the person I expected to show up did not show up today, so just me. So the things I want to talk about was two things. One, well, let's get right into it actually, since they're going to be pretty short. First thing is, let's start with the actual news. The first thing is, what's the name? DM's Guild is making a request that we make high quality scans of our classic modules to send to them, and in return they're going to give us $50. This is a big problem because, let me try to explain the best way I understand. I could be totally wrong. If I am, please tell me in the comments below. DM's Guild is part of One Bookshelf, if I understand correctly, which is also the owners of Drive-Thru RPG, and I think dndclassics.com or something like that. But Drive-Thru RPG is one I use quite often. Now here's the thing. In essence, this is a fantastic idea. The fact that they're trying to preserve these old classic modules so we can all get access to it and use. Now, there's a profit motivation. They're going to get a copy of the PDF and they're going to sell it back to us. In my mind, I just think it's awesome that the world's going to be able to retain these games for a lot longer. And the thing is, it would be easier to access for most people. Like for me personally, I've hardly played the classic modules. My favorite edition of D&D was 2nd edition, and I always wanted to play the 1st edition modules. Unfortunately, where I was in the town I grew up in didn't have a lot of D&D stuff, so I was lucky to get the books, the base books to play. I got the red box, and I got AD&D 2nd edition when it came out. But I was never able to get the modules I wanted. So I just played Dungeon Magazine Adventures, because I was able to get Dungeon Magazine, and I just stringed those together. Now I'm really craving the idea of buying some of these PDFs, $5 a pop, and playing through some of the classic stories. That sounds like so much fun. So let me get to the point. The problem is they're asking we make as high quality as possible, which is good. To do that, they're asking people to cut the pages, to put them in either a flatbed scanner, completely flat. The best way to do that is to cut them, or put them through a feeder. The problem is the cutting. And the problem is not just the cutting. Like, if one of us takes one of the classic modules and cuts up and shares for the rest of the world, you know what? I'd be like, that's kind of cool, because the rest of the world can, for so many people, get access to, but destroying one PDF will give hundreds of people access to it. Kind of worth it. But the problem is this. They're just asking people to do it, and then they're just going to pick and choose. They're going to pick whatever they think the best one is. So say I have a classic module, if that person has a classic module, all these people have a classic module, and say 50 of us do it. There's 50 classic modules being cut up, and they're just going to pick and choose the best one on that, while all these other ones are being cut up. That's disgraceful. They should, in my opinion, the owners of One Bookshelf should ask people to just make a video of people showing, here's my module, page by page by page. What do you think? Do you think I should? Carefully saying, look, there's no pencil marks or whatever, you know. And then they should pick based on that who they think should do it. Something like that. There's got to be a better way. Unfortunately, it's going to take One Bookshelf a little bit more effort to do it that way. But I really think that since they're going to be the ones profiting from this, they should take that extra effort. Yeah, that's my speech. I really think everyone should go. I already sent a message to, I went to dmsguild.com and I found a contact thing, and I already sent my message. I think everyone should do the same. We should all get on board and make some kind of talk. And the thing is, don't do it out of hatred, because I don't know, unless I'm wrong. These people are doing great. They're doing good service. It is kind of weird that we're doing all the work for them in this case, but in general, we need something like this to exist. however it exists right now, I'm just happy that it exists. But man, they gotta do it better. So then the final thing I wanted to talk about today with people, and this is the real reason why I want to get talking to new people, and the main reason I want to do these talks is meeting people like you. The thing is, according to that's the article, I found it on Tankard's blog, Tankard's Tavern, TenkarstaVern.com. Just want to give the word out because he's got a really good blog and he deserves it. Now, the other article I found that I wanted to talk about today was from Robert Thomas's Google Plus page. He said that 11 years ago, of February 16th, 2016, Jean Elizabeth Martin passed away. She's a fantasy artist. She goes by the acronym JEM. I really remember that name, but for the life of me, I can't think of any examples. If you know any examples of her work or such, please send me a message. Put a link or something, because I'm a big fan of second edition. I'm pretty sure she did some second edition stuff. Now the thing is, I never really got into second edition modules, like I said earlier. So maybe I'm just remembering it from Dragon magazine, because the two things I did collect was Dungeon and Dragon magazines. Yeah, I'm really, really curious about that. So I guess that's all I really wanted to talk about today. Now here's the thing. This I'm going to continue doing this. I know this is a terrible time at lunchtime. The idea is this is the most consistent time I'll have free. I want to run a business in the future that will also allow me to have this time for free, to be free. So I think this will be the most consistent time free. It's a worst time for a lot of people, but if I can just get enough people together that we can talk just about gaming. Now, my gaming interests are role-playing games and board games. I got a whole bunch like right beside me. There's some. I got mostly mini games, but I like big games too. So next time if you see me putting this message out and you want to chat, just come and say hello. That's all I want to do. And I'll keep trying to put out topics that we can talk about. And until next time, take care. Bye.